It's Mike. Thanks for watching again. I'm going to jump right into this, the vintage cards I pulled from that collection, that 35,000 cards that I bought last weekend. It's, I don't know how many cards, it's dozens of quality vintage cards that I pulled. And then I have another much, much larger box of amazing 80s cards that I'll post another video of in the next few days. So click subscribe. I've got a lot of videos with Thanksgiving break coming up. I'll probably be posting one a day. I also have some more baseball cards 100 videos. I pulled a ton of really bad baseball card ads off of Facebook and eBay recently. And not only bad, but funny. Things that I thought were really funny. So subscribe, click that bell icon, and you'll, I think if you're into baseball cards, basketball cards, you'll be entertained by this stuff. And let's jump right into those vintage cards I pulled from that collection. Some details about the collection before I jump into the cards. It was a Facebook Facebook Marketplace post, and there were very few pictures, which I'll show the two I think that were in there. The description just said mostly 80s collection, but some in the 70s, complete sets, unopened wax boxes, signed rookie cards containing, and spoiler alert here, Eddie Murray, Rickey Henderson, Cal Ripken Jr., Roger Clemens, Ken Griffey Jr., and many more in that era. And so I'm interested at this point. The price was too high, but I looked at the pictures, which here's one, and it's difficult to tell what's in here. It looks like just a bunch of junk era stuff. There's a Will Clark 86 Topps traded rookie that appeals to me, but obviously, there's got to be a lot more in there for me to be really interested. There's what appears to be an open wax box. Can't tell what's in there. Some TV guides, some other stuff. There's a baseball underneath there. So, I'm intrigued. This is clearly a collection, but the next box, this tub, had what appeared to be sets, both factory sets and hand collated sets. And so I figured I'd just send him a message. So I asked him if it's still available and if he has more pictures or lists of cards or unopened boxes. He said he'd try to get it to me later that day. A couple days later, I hadn't heard back from him, so I just asked him if he had any luck, and he said he was really busy. It was in his storage unit, so I offered to meet him at his storage unit to go through it with him. I figured I'm interested in seeing this. He lives about an hour away from me. It's worth a drive for 70s and 80s cards, especially when you're looking at those rookies that he mentioned, and when it mentions autographed rookies. And we know now that one of those autographed rookies, if you watched the video about that, was the Ken Griffey Jr. 89 Donruss with an autograph on it. So we met at his storage unit, which was actually on his property, and obviously I bought the collection. It was a really, really nice childhood collection that hadn't been touched in over 30 years. Not since 1989. I don't even think he'd opened it in that time. And in that opened wax box that I showed in earlier was actually one of 3 wax boxes that were just loaded with his best cards, which he didn't even advertise, strangely, in pictures. So I bought the collection. This is what it looked like in the back of my car. I'm not sure it's 38,000 cards. He said 35 to 38,000. I don't know. I'm really bad at estimating. So that would be 750 count boxes, I think, roughly. Maybe that's right. But anyway, I bought the collection and I'm very, very happy with it. Let's jump in. All right. So here are the vintage cards that I'm going to go through in alphabetical order. So there's no, I usually do in reverse order of how excited about the cards I am. I'm going alphabetical this time. Over here is another box with the junk era hits that I've got that we'll go through in another video. But so let's go through this. This is just a standard Lou Brock. What is this? 79 Topps, I think. Yeah. So this is everything before 1980. So Lou Brock. Here's a Jim Bunning. Thought that was pretty cool to see. I'm not sure. I looked this up, what year this was. I don't remember now off the top of my head. And these ones don't show the year, strangely. But it was, I don't know, early 1960s maybe. Jim Bunning, and then we've got a Rod Carew, 78, I think. Yep, 78. I'm not good with the years on the vintage, but these three Steve Carltons are 1971. I know that. They're not in great shape, but it's still 1971 Steve Carltons. And then we have an Andre Dawson, 79. And then we've got the Rookie Cup Andre Dawson, which to me, this is better. Like the Gary Carter, like a lot of the ones from the 70s, those cards that have like 4 guys on them and one of them is the superstar rookie. I prefer the one like this where they are the only person on the card. This is his second year card, 1978. This is a 1969 Stan Bonson and Frank Fernandez. I've never heard of either of these. 1968 Yankees rookie stars. Never heard of either of these guys, but it's 1969. It's in really nice shape. So I'll check it out and see. I'll probably see if I can find somebody who'd be interested in buying that off me. Then we have a Bob Gibson. This is a 69. I think this one was, yeah, this one was quite creased. So that'll go right in my PC along with a few other Bob Gibsons I have. And this one is a 68. And this one was in pretty nice shape. Bob Gibson. This one was interesting. Warren Giles, president of the National League, got his own card. This is, I looked this one up. It was like 1956 or 58, I think. I don't remember exactly here. Anyway, it was more than 60 years old. In nice shape. Then we've got a couple of Goose Gossage cards from 1979. Cards are falling. Goose Gossage, 78. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ron Guidry, 78. Keith Hernandez, 79. Then we have a Gil Hodges from, what was this, 1961? Gil Hodges, pretty neat card. I think my son just got home from track practice. Bob Horner. This was his, I think his rookie card. I threw that in here just because it's a rookie, 78. And then we have a Catfish Hunter from 69, I think. Yeah, 69. And then we have a Catfish Hunter from a decade later. And look at the difference. 69 versus 79. Look at the drastic difference in his appearance. We've got a Bill Mazeroski, 1957. Pretty sweet. McCovey, 79. McCovey, 78. Joe Morgan, 78 All-Star. Thurman Munson, 78. Thurman Munson, 78. Thurman Munson, 79. Eddie Murray, 79. And then Eddie Murray rookie, 78. It's in really nice shape. Centering isn't terrible, at least not left to right. Corners are pretty good for a 43-year-old card, 44-year-old card. So that'll probably replace, actually I have my version of his rookie, happens to be sitting right here. And when I was a little kid, I don't know how I got this, but I used a pencil eraser. I wrote M on it. I think I was going to write my name, and then my dad stopped me and said, no, you don't do that. And I erased it, kind of erased part of the O too. I was probably 7 years old. So that's my PC Eddie Murray rookie. We've got a Jim Palmer 79 All-Star. Tony Perez 78. Gaylord Perry 68. Gaylord Perry. So that was what, his 4th year maybe. Jim Rice, Pete Rose 79 All-Stars. Mike Schmidt 79 All-Star, or 79 base. Mike Schmidt 78. And then Ozzy Smith rookie. I had one of these when I was a kid, and I sent it off in 2003 to get graded by PSA, and it came back like a 3 or a 4 or something. And I sold it for next to nothing. I would love to have that in my PC, and now I have this to add to my PC. So it's in nice shape. Centering is off both ways, top to bottom and left to right, but still nice. Love to add that to my PC. Willie Stargell, that is a 77. And then the one football card in the vintage there, and I've got a couple in the junk wax. Joe Theismann, that's a 78. So he was about 7 or 8 seasons into his career by that time. And I don't do football, so I'll definitely be selling that one. Tiant, 78. Then we've got a Sweet Lou Whitaker rookie. Amongst rookie second baseman, Sam Perlazzo, Dave Oliver, and I'm always going to get this name wrong. Garth Jorg, maybe? I'm not sure. I can never remember. And then we have a really, really poorly creased Yaz from 68. I mean, I don't even know how. You'd have to really actively be trying to ruin this card to get it like this. And then an 79 Yaz as well. So those are the vintage. I'll do another one of the junk wax very soon. Let me know what card in here or cards would you love to add to your PC? Which ones are you surprised to see in a collection of mostly 80s and late 70s cards? Thanks for watching.